All right, Ryan, I know you are a huge fan of anime.
I love anime. It's my favorite thing.
Yeah.
And I know a lot about it, also.
And I know that you're also probably the world's, as far as I know, the biggest fighting game fan that I've ever met.
Like, #1 and #2 interests for me in life.
So then,
anime, fighting games.
Well, then this is for you. I mean, this is Tatsunoko versus Capcom.
Tailor-made for my interests.
Ultimate All-Stars. Let me make sure
right?
that's the Ultimate All-Stars. That's that changed between the U.S. and Japan.
Yeah, this was out in Japan on the Wii a while ago, and in Japan there was an arcade game as well? Or was it only ever on the Wii?
Yeah,
anyways,
it was an arcade game. Yes.
But they've changed the lineup pretty significantly for the U.S. release, adding characters like Beautiful Joe.
Yeah. Frank West is in here
Wartime
somewhere.
photojournalist Frank West is in the house also, but you're going to play with Batsu from Rival Schools and Beautiful Joe. So, the Tatsunoko side, for those who don't know, Tatsunoko's a Japanese animation studio that is well known in Japan, at least, for a lot of
and
popular anime series.
Some of their stuff has definitely like come over here in one form or another.
Right, you probably just don't know it under that name.
Yeah.
So Jeff, now you're in here, you're in it. What's the this kind of seems like a regular Capcom versus kind of game.
Yeah, it's still it's very much the crazy. Let's make it weird. Let's make the combos ridiculous sort of fighting game, which
but with like the Street Fighter base.
Yeah. Similar to stuff like Marvel Capcom 2,
right?
Marvel versus Capcom 2.
MVC 2.
That's right.
I don't have all this time for long words.
Yeah.
You just dropped a bomb on them.
That's right. That's what Beautiful Joe will do.
You're tiny, also.
He's gonna stay beautiful.
Take that, Tekka Man. And you're playing this with the classic controller.
I am.
There are other ways you can play this, though, as well?
I mean, you could try and play it with just the Wii remote if you want to, but that would be ridiculous.
You don't recommend that? This is a 4-button fighter, then?
It is. It's 3 attack buttons. There's a light, medium, and strong.
Uh-huh.
And then there's also like a tag button, basically.
And so what button did you hit to go nuts just there?
That was a double fireball
shatter.
with both medium and strong, I believe. Yeah. And then if I hit light and medium, I get knocked out of it.
Cancel out.
So yeah, you can call them in for assist attacks and that sort of stuff. There's different characters than were in the Japanese version, but the core of it is still the same. I just, not really liking it.
What about it, Jeff? You have a lot of fighting game experience.
I do, but the Versus series has really just never
clicked with you.
Never really been my thing, and this is, it's all over the place. It's crazy, it's like everyone's double jumping like that. That's what you would expect from a game like this, but it's just,
we just did 2.198 billion damage.
Right. It's just, it's not how I like my fighting games, I guess. Like, that's
a little too over the top for you,
I guess. Which normally, it's like I'm all for stuff that is as over the top as possible. I like my things crazy.
You want everything crazy all the time.
Yeah, but it's just, it's not doing anything for me, and it's just kind of bumming me out. Like
that it's not doing anything for you.
I feel like I should like this game more than I do.
Like
but
you're
as
missing
I keep
some
playing
point here.
Yeah. It's like I start to wonder, like, is there something I'm missing? It's like, granted, I was never terrific at the Versus games. I never wanted to really master the art of the air combo. So I'm sure that's a big part of it. But
yeah.
It's just not.
But also keep in mind, we're looking at a fighting game on the Wii.
Yeah.
That's a pretty limited market. If you own a Wii and you like fighting games.
I mean, yeah, I would, yeah, in the context of, like, dude, if you own a Wii and you want a fighting game, like, dude,
this is it.
This is your best bet, unless you want to turn to the Virtual Console.
I like that the marquee over there on the left just says JKDFH. Someone just smashed on a keyboard for a minute. Said, all right, that's the text.
That probably means something really important to someone, though.
Oh, you missed him.
No,
you got him.
A little bit more of that with you. Joe on Joe violence.
does seem like they've changed a lot of the Japanese voices for like the Tatsunoko characters, which I guess makes sense.
You know, I didn't go directly compare them, so I guess I don't really know for sure. But yeah, definitely.
I'm saying this June the Swan from Gotcha Man.
Yeah, I guess. G-Force.
Yeah. As you and I know it.
Yeah. Oh, I should not have done that. Well, I still got him for a little bit.
Got that little vertical kick at the end there.
Yeah.
Jeff, you're just in a regular match here. What other kind of mode options do we have here?
Well, eventually you unlock a shooter that you can play with up to 4 players, I guess, with Lost Planet dudes. There's like a bunch of weird stuff in there, and it does have a full online mode, which is great.
Oh, excellent!
You know, there are not a ton of online games on the Wii, and it's something that you expect a fighting game to have, and it's awesome that it has it.
Sure what happened there, but
a little time slow there.
Little beautiful Joe effects.
Oh, a little bit of that. A little bit of that. Sucker. 14 and change billion damage I did just there. Let's jump out and pick some different characters.
Yeah, now let's maybe take a look at some of the menu options, other stuff that you could do in here.
I'll wait for it to load up here before we can quit.
Apparently.
Yeah.
Apparently. Oh, man. Oh, look at all the serve bots.
Yeah, that's, you know, there's like a lot of
like great Capcom fan service
stuff going on. Like a little poster back there.
Yeah. And, you know, it's Batsu versus Alex. Or Batsu and Joe versus Alex and Morrigan.
It's got 100,000 Zenny.
And you just got 100,000 Zenny. What's your problem?
If you want to talk about Capcom history
I think it's you.
You think
you're the problem here.
Zenny. So I can take all that Zenny and take it into the shop here.
Let's spend some Zenny. Let's get crazy with it.
If you want to view the opening movie at any time, 200,000 Zenny. And, you know, it just goes up.
So what else do we have? So there's a Willamette Mall back there.
Yeah.
What else have we got? Las Vegas, Burning Wasteland.
Vegas. Oh, you can just view the stage gallery. So these are stages that are already there for you, but... Special illustration 1.
I don't think you can buy anything here.
No, this is all going to be way too expensive to get after just playing with this is a new save, so...
Right.
Yeah, so...
So, little shop, buy some stuff. Let's see what else we got. A training mode, time attack mode, survival mode.
Maybe survival's the way to go if we want to try out a few different characters and jump around here.
Alright, so we saw Batsu and Joe.
Yeah.
I want to see that. I want to see that Mega Man. I want to see Mega Man Legends, Mega Man, Volt Nut.
All right. Let's pick a. Let's pick Ken.
Always picking Ken.
Always picking Ken. My flowchart Ken the Eagle will rip you up.
Looks like a lot of the art being done by the team that did like the Capcom SNK and SNK Capcom.
I guess this version has new endings and stuff done by Udon.
Oh right. That's a really good walk animation.
Yep, they kept that. Well, front and backward, walk away from you.
Very good, accurate walk animation. It seems like you're able to, you know, bust off some combos and stuff.
Dude,
pretty
yeah,
easy here.
I mean, like really, I am straight up just slamming buttons and doing quarter circles over here. Like there's no technique to what I've got going on here. Just fighting the computer. And that's not to say that this game is totally brain dead or anything crazy like that. Far from it. But fighting AI, you kind of get away with this stuff.
fight like a dumbass.
Yeah, I'm not super familiar with all the characters just yet, so I'm just kind of flailing here.
2 billion damage. 3 billion damage. 11 billion damage.
Oh. Maximum spider? No.
Not quite. Oh god. Set. SU. 19 billion damage.
Damn right it is.
Ken the Eagle appears to be the man to not be messed with.
Yeah, well, he's an eagle.
That's true. I wonder if he's related to Sam the Eagle.
Probably.
He's also a badass.
Eddie Eagle.
The serve bots are freaking out back there. They're like, dude, what is going on in our giant pirate ship in the sky?
I mean, they should be freaking out.
I'm just gonna watch stuff going on in the background. I'm not even paying attention to your fight anymore. Some pirate ship attack going on here.
Oh. Why is Beautiful Joe gotta be all hitting me and stuff?
It's kind of his thing.
I guess so.
Hitting you and film stock.
Yeah, that's the Beautiful Joe stuff right there. Yeah, so I guess, you know, they've been saying that depending on how this game does, it'll lead to kind of a further resurgence in the Versus series, and maybe they'll look at some new directions for that. So we'll have to see if this ends up resulting in this engine being used to make a new Marvel vs. Capcom or Capcom vs. SNK. Or...
Has that talk been a lot of, like, maybe new versus, like, licenses or just, like, new installments? Have they really been...
It's hard to say. They haven't
clear
really
either way.
been getting into any real detail.
Yeah.
But, you know, it's definitely... You get the feeling that anything's possible with the Versus series at this point, which, you know, for a while there they were saying, like, oh, Marvel, you know, the license, someone else has the license, so there's no way we could do it. And they've kind of backed away from that line of thinking. And, you know, there was a long time where with this game, they were like, oh, there's no way we're ever going to bring this game to the U.S. Why would we? The hell knows who any of these damn anime characters
and then also,
are.
like, in the U.S., like, likeness rights are scattered to the wind.
Right, for all these different properties.
All
yeah,
the unique properties. Like
but, I mean, if they were willing to go navigate that minefield for all that stuff,
yeah,
you know, who's to say they wouldn't go do the same for another Marvel game or really anything? Yeah, I don't know.
Star Trek versus Capcom.
Star Trek versus Capcom.
Terminator versus Capcom.
Star Trek versus Terminator versus Capcom.
Alien versus Capcom.
No. But Predator versus Capcom.
Batman
versus
totally
Capcom.
do that.
You think that they would just go get the DC license at this point? And,
No, just Batman.
Say, well, if Mortal Kombat can do it, we can.
Just Batman. Just 100 Batman.
100 different, like every different version of Batman.
No, it's just 100 Batman.
And then you unlock a.
No, you play as 100 Batman.
Oh.
Yeah. The whole bunch of Batman.
But then eventually you unlock Broken Back Batman, and he just plays like Dr. Bosconovich.
Yeah, just lie on the ground and kick.
God, that would suck.
And everyone hates you because they can't hit you. I'm enjoying the techno music in this stage.
Yeah. Ah! I'm a bird!
Eagle. 26 billion. Very good.
Yeah, there's a lot of billions. All right, let's try another pair of characters here.
Okay.
And then we'll call it. 20,000 Zenny. Thank you very much. All right.
So there isn't like a like story modes or anything for the characters, or I guess there's the
there's endings. There's endings.
So yeah,
you beat arcade modes, so there's something going on with that. So let's try this.
That guy,
Onimusha dude.
Oh, is that an Onimusha dude?
Yeah.
Is that from 3?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, that guy. Tech a man.
Tech a man. of Tekken Man fame.
I love Tekken.
Tekken Man.
He's all Tekken characters rolled into one.
Alright. Swordman and Tekken Man are going to bring it to Roll and Ryu here.
On a certain level, I just really appreciate that this is a Capcom versus game that is fully polygonal. Like, this is the first time they've done that. And I have always been bothered by the, Marvel vs. Capcom 2 style of 3D backgrounds with 2D sprites in front of them.
Like, it just looked a little weird.
They never fit right. You just see the edges of the sprites too clearly. It's like, oh, it's just 2D things living in 3D space.
Yeah.
And
I don't know, I thought it was a good, kind of interesting look in its day, but
I didn't age well.
yeah, I'll give you that.
And I never cared for it. Even when it was new, I wasn't a fan of it. And a lot of people like it. That's fine. But for me, this is a much more compelling-looking game.
I think visually it does look really cool. I mean, you definitely see some blocky-looking stuff in the background, like those cop cars look. If you want to get technical about it, they look pretty junky. But I think the characters look great.
But there's a stylized look to the game where it's just a lot of bright colors and chunky shapes. Like, that works.
Totally. I think Ryu looks really good. Like, look at him. Look at him.
No,
doing his stuff. Jumping around doing the stuff you expect him to do.
All technical limitations considered, like, it's a pretty sharp-looking game. Like, it exists well within the confines of the system.
This is no good for anybody.
I think it's pretty good for you.
Yeah, I guess it was alright.
Well, Jeff?
Yeah.
I think it's a good point for us to wrap it up with Tatsunoko versus Capcom Ultimate All-Stars. It's available in the U.S. now on the Wii. Came out this week?
It did, yeah. Yes, it did come out this week.
This week. So
that's out. It's I'm not loving it, but it doesn't necessarily mean that it's bad. I'm just I don't know. Can't put my finger on it just yet. I'll probably play some more and think about it some more. But
there you go.
There you go. If you're looking for a fighting game for the Wii,
this is it.
yeah. I guess yes.